real. If you're feeling it's real, Jack. So this particular guy, 9 of Wands, he's got 8 of Wands behind him. So he's got all these ideas and energies that he's confronting, but there's some sort of confusion. There's a dilemma that is facing him, and he doesn't really know the well, that's the problem. He's thinking there is a proper way or a proposed way of benefit. And that's when we are led astray, when we start looking for the benefit. But if we would do sort of like what this guy's doing, he's got his ideas, he's got his talents, he's got his abilities, he's got everything that he was born with. They're behind him, like the backdrop. They're not going anywhere any more than anything that is in you is going anywhere. Nobody's going to beat you to the finish line. No one's going to take away from you that which belongs to you. And no one's going to cheat you. Yeah, it's true. Sometimes truth hurts, but it never injures. So if you're thinking about some type of situation you may be involved with that's causing you a lot of temporary unhappiness, it is only because, as we were talking about this tears, washing away the barriers you've created to prevent you from seeing what it is that you really want to do to start with. See, sometimes we cling and cling and cling and cling and cling and cling and cling until we almost give out of power, energy, and we're tired. We're tired and we don't know why. You know, why do I feel like this? I think I was saying that with this card right here. You know, what's wrong with me? Why can't I find out why I'm so restless, why I'm so bored, why I'm so discontent? Why do I always have to lambaste me about the things I'm doing, or try to praise me for the things in my past that I have done, comparing what I've done to what I have done, which is nothing in the world but ego to start with too? Why can I not be satisfied with not knowing and let it unfold exactly and precisely like it's going to, because I'm not going to be harmed. I'm not going to be harmed. Okay, yes, harm does occur in the earth, or so we interpret it as such, but all things happen for a divine reason that we can't see. And if at any moment you think you know what you're doing, cease immediately. You don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. We're all in this thing together, and we are going to come out on the other side. We really are. And we've got to live together, love together, and as Krishnamurti was saying, observe hate, and not single out one particular person or idea as being more befitting than any other idea. Because, as has been said so many times, you know that's cliche, that the devil's in the details, but there's so much so much that you can learn, and I think that's how we started this, that you can experience from those things that you would think are bad or harmful or hurtful. Hurt me one more time, please. Show me where I'm weak. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Because I can't know, and I'm going to continue to defend if I don't know. All right, continuing on. Let's see the next thing. Wow. If you knew me like I know me, you would know that all of this is made up and at random. This happens to be the card that represents my grandfather. Now, how could that possibly fall? How? I pulled 6 cards out of 78. I started with my grandmother. I am ending with my grandfather. This is the card of the Aquarian. King of Swords. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Now, what kind of man was he? Well, first of all, his name was Lawrence David. They called him Jack. And if you know a Jack, And go ahead and laugh about it. Because if you know a Jack, you know he will drive his point to the ground and then stomp on it. And so did Jack Nobles. What a man. Now this was a man who was very well educated and ate books like I do. I mean, his whole life was intellectually lived. That's what he did. And he was a farmer. He had a lot of personal problems. So his reading and his intellect and his ability to meld, there's the word, meld things together, didn't help him in dealing with his emotional problems. I'm going to bleed. I'm going to pull this together. I'm going to heal. That's the deal. On the other hand, my grandmother, who I told you did not read or write, could not read or write, couldn't even sign her name. If she had emotional problems, I didn't know it. The people who lived with her didn't know it. The intellectual man, you knew it. He was the man that would turn over the tables, as Jesus did. But it showed in this reading today that my grandmother had a lot of emotional problems. But she bore up to them in her own way. They were married for many, many years. Maybe that was good, maybe it was bad, maybe it was indifferent, maybe it wasn't anything. It's what it was. I don't know if I want to turn the next card over, because I've just about got to wrap this up, or whether I want to go to the inside. Because what we have done today, I'm looking at this name of this book. How about that? Too soon old, too late smart. Can we really face each moment with no lust of result? Can we open ourselves, as the beginning of this year has only passed 6 days so far, and be ready and willing to undertake whatever comes up? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do both. I'm going to take this one. Ah! I'm so glad. Maybe I wanted to take that one. The 9 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Look at this beautiful, mystical, magical, wonderful worker of theology and philosophy and psychology and magic and life. I also say that she is the queen bee astrologer. Was my grandmother that? Did she possess all of that? And yet had to work so hard for so long that no one ever even touched the hem of her garment as far as what she was capable of. All right, the sun shines on you, it shines on me. I want to thank you all for joining me today for this hour. I've enjoyed it. I've had a wonderful time. I hope you spend the rest of your day doing whatever it is that brings you pleasure. Exercise your passion. Exercise your authenticity. Be real and be happy in the moment. It's a fleeting thing. It's not going to be there all the time. Do what you do because you love to do it and for no other reason. I am Paula Andrea Pyle. I love you and I hope to see you next week. Bye. It's been great. Like I said, thank you all for coming, and I do hope you come again next week. Take care of yourself and be good to yourself first, everybody else later. Bye.